What's going on, everybody? It's Joe from the Acceptable Casualties. Just here to do a little product review for some cards that I ended up picking up. They're the reference cards for Battlegroup. I ended up picking up a couple sets for the Soviets, like it's an early war, mid-war, late war package. I got one of those. I got one for early war Germans, and then I got one for early war. It's kind of like a mix between Allied and Axis. You get like French, Hungary, Romania, and all those. So I figured I just show these to you guys and let you guys kind of get a little bit of a closer look at what they have to offer. So when I ended up getting these, the reason I ended up picking them up was because I didn't get sick of going through the books, but it was sucking up a lot of time for playing with a lot of armor and with a lot of guns, and the reference cards really really help with that. They're not required to play or anything like that, but they just speed up the the referencing that you have to do throughout the game. So look, if you guys take a look right here, this is the Soviet. So like there's the SU-122, gives you all the stats and profile for when it fought, what it was, vehicle, like the movement, armament, what it has for the gun, as well as what the gun does for damage when you shoot it. If you guys don't know, they have all this information in the books. It's just not all put together in these nice little reference cards. So I ended up picking up the, like I said, this is the Soviet kit right here, and it's awesome, and it saves so much time. So you go through here, and it has everything from early war up until late war for armor. For the most part, it has planes. There's even like a couple of these little reference cards in here you can get for like small rate of fire or indirect fire. Has all the stuff, the loadouts for all the planes that you would run into when you play Battlegroup for the Soviets. And there's a whole bunch of them in here. What's cool about these, they're not that expensive, man. I think for the smaller packs that you can get, I think they run like $5 on the War Store. The larger ones, like I think the Soviet one right here, I think you get it for like $7 or $8. But there's a whole boatload of cards in here. I mean, like I said, you get everything armor-wise for all phases of the war for the Soviets. Like I said, from your BT-7s up to just like your regular, trucks and planes. They have all sorts of stuff in here. So that was like the Soviet one I wanted to give you guys a look at. Here's like the early war German, just to kind of give you guys an idea. Early war German one's a little bit lighter because it just covers early war Germans, but they also have another pack where you can buy late war Germans, and that one has like a whole load of stuff in it as well. But yeah, you have like options for like bridge laying vehicles over here, your regular Panzer IIIs, even like some of your mobile flaks for anti-air, munitions carriers. So they have like all these reference cards in here, which when you're playing on the tabletop, it saves you a lot of time. Instead of having to dig through the book, you can kind of just have these out and ready to go based on what units you're playing. You can cut them up individually. I kind of just keep them in pages, and then I use like those clear plastic sleeves for like a little reference book that I put together, and I slide them in there and just kind of do it in alphabetical order the best that I can, and then and just have them in there. But like I said, you could cut them out. I know they're like they're roughly the size like baseball cards or anything like that. So if you have like those little sleeves or those like little books or anything like that, or even like the little like card holders, the individual ones, these will probably fit in there really well, and you can just kind of take out the ones that you want to use if you want to cut these up. So like I said, they're really, really good for reference. Just reference for speeding up the game. Like I said, just some armored car stuff there as well. Since I picked them up, I've gotten to use them twice, and they're really nice to have. Like I said, they're pretty inexpensive. This is the package that it ends up coming in, so you'll get it in like this clear plastic coat, and they'll have the Battlegroup thing on top, and it'll tell you exactly what it is, and I think that's the product code as well that comes with it. So like I said, I got mine off the War Store here in the United States. They usually have all the packs available, and if they don't, they usually get them if you order it within like the week. Like they're really, really good about stocking stuff for Battlegroup. Like I said, from reference cards to rule books and all that kind of stuff, and that's the War Store. I think warstore.com. So yeah, if you go and check them out, you can get these. Like I said, I think they're worth it just for if you play enough of games. It's only $5 for the most part, and like I said, it just saves you a little bit of time on the tabletop. Instead of you having to just bury your nose in a book and find out what the 37 MML45 does at a 30-inch range, you can kind of just, boom, pull it up right there on your data card because you got BT2s in your list, and it'll save you a whole bunch of time. So I just wanted to throw these guys at you, let you know, like I said, they're not required for you to play the game. I just want to put that out there. You don't need these to play. Like I said, it's just purely reference, but it's worth checking out and looking into. I know some of the books have, I know the rule book, I think, has like a couple of these like like 2 or 3 of these cards in there for some of the stuff in the starter set, and like starter set in the starter rulebook, the new one. But I think the rest of them, they don't have these cards, so you kind of have to go out and buy them if you want them. But like I said, I think it's worth it. So I don't know if you guys have any other ones. Let me know what you guys think about them, and then you know, if you've got any questions, just feel free to fire off, and I'll try to get back to you guys as quick as possible. And as always, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys later.